So believe it or not, I actually did some quick maths for this video. So the tickets for these VIP WrestleMania experiences, whatever you want to call them, say they are £40,000, okay? I'm a big Progress fan. Progress Wrestling is a company here in the UK, an independent wrestling promotion. Their average ticket price for a front row seat is about £50. I have worked out that you could sit front row for 800 Progress Wrestling shows for the price of this one WrestleMania VIP experience. Not just that, but I have also broke down that as they do roughly about 18 shows a year in Progress, you would be able to sit front row at Progress Wrestling every single show for 44 years for the price of this one WrestleMania experience. I don't know what that says. Make your own evaluations. I hope the math is correct. Something's not right there. Hello and welcome to FCTR, I'm Hugh McQuaid, and today we are talking about tickets again, because this is something that I am very, very passionate about. We are talking about ticket prices for not just SummerSlam, we are also talking about tickets for Forbidden Door, because I have my own story about that. But before we dive into this, please subscribe, please like this video, please comment your thoughts down below and I'll try to reply to every single one of them as we dive into this, starting with the fact that I don't want to become pigeonholed as the guy who just talks and bitches about tickets for wrestling shows. It's been said, there's not much more that I can put out into the ether about ticket prices. They are extortionate, they are ridiculous, but this one has just got to a new low and had me thinking about my fandom as a wrestling fan, particularly when I was a young kid. So we'll start with the SummerSlam stuff. So the SummerSlam ticket package has reportedly been revealed, with that being that the starting price for one of the VIP packages is a whopping $40,000. That is insane. I don't care what you get with it, because you get a load of perks. You get tickets to Raw and SmackDown, you get post-show press conference, private section, private transport to the event, elite welcome event. You don't get accommodation or anything like that from what I can see in this breakdown, but you get all those perks, okay? The fact that you cannot sit front row at a WWE show without taking out a mortgage is pretty abhorrent, and I think that particularly under the TKO banner, ticket prices have just been going up. They are just trying to milk every last dollar, penny, euro, whatever you want to say. They are just trying to milk every last one of them. And I think that this VIP package, sure, you get some cool stuff, but 40,000 is never realistic. It's not realistic for anyone who would be willing to pay, except for the top tier rich people in the world. So you have people like me, or just kids out there these days who would just love to be front row for SummerSlam, but then when they want to be front row for SummerSlam, they see that it's £40,000. You have these young kids who, that's just one ticket as well. So not taking into account parents or brothers, sisters, this is just one ticket, $40,000. It's just insane, and I think it's reaching a breaking point, because I'm seeing a bit more of a negative pushback on ticket prices, particularly for WWE, because it does appear to be so cynical and so greedy. I saw a post as well, I think for the Worlds Collide event, of a meet and greet with Phoenix, and I think that was $1,100 for a meet and greet with him. Sure, you probably get other stuff as well, but these are just fucking ridiculous. They are absolutely ridiculous. There's a lower tier of this, which is $3,225. No, hang on, I've said that wrong. $32,500, and that gets you pretty much the same thing. You don't get the tickets to Raw or SmackDown. You get both nights of SummerSlam, in-ring photo op, and all this stuff. But it's just disgusting. I think it's disgusting that these prices are anywhere, not just in wrestling, but like, I don't know if like Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, Ed Sheeran, I know Ed Sheeran's pretty against a lot of this stuff. I've seen interviews with him where he's, he talks about how that he just needs to make enough money to live. He doesn't want to extort people to come see his shows, and I think that's quite generous of him. I can't speak on his ticket prices. They may be astronomical, but that is kind of the way everyone will like it to be. I don't know if they offer VIP packages that are this insanely priced. Maybe it's just WWE, maybe it's just UFC, maybe it's just everything under the TKO banner. But I think we're reaching a breaking point where people are starting to see through the cynicism and the greed, and just, we want wrestling to be accessible. Can you imagine being able to sit front row at a pay-per-view and not have to sell your house or your car? I think I could sell my car and that would only cover a quarter. If I'm correct, I think my car would only cover a quarter of this ticket, which is just mad. It's just absolutely mad. And I hope that they do eventually adjust and sort of stabilise prices. And I get it's not just wrestling, it's across entertainment in general. But trying to go to a wrestling show, a big wrestling show, is tough. It's tough. And the prices just keep going up, which leads us to Forbidden Door. So my experience with Forbidden Door's in the UK this year. It's in London, it's in the O2. I was fortunate enough to be subscribed on Triller, and therefore I got VIP pre-sale. So 10 o'clock, the tickets went on sale. And I got my tickets. I'm pretty happy with them. Like, they were near enough the price that I was expecting to pay. Obviously, I wanted it to be cheaper, but I was not expecting it to be... It didn't upset me as much as I thought it would. However, I got my tickets. They were roughly about 200 quid for pretty good seats directly facing the stage. However, there was another pre-sale. It took place at 12 o'clock. I looked at some of the tickets again. Those prices that I paid, way up. They'd gone up. Literally by like 100 quid. And most of the ones that had gone up that I noticed specifically were the ones you see right now, which is I presume the hard cam side of the show. They were about 280 when I looked. If you look now, I think they're in like the 400s each. Dynamic pricing is the worst thing that could ever happen in any industry. It is absolutely disgusting. It's predatory. It is wrong for the consumer. I'm barely sure it's legal. I don't understand how they can get away with this, because imagine if you were just walking around Tesco and it's a hot day, you want a bottle of water, and as you're about to pick up a bottle of water, someone comes over, slaps a sticker on it. That's £10 because there's increased demand for it. You would walk out of the shop. However, Tesco, there are other supermarkets you could go to. Ticketmaster is like the only place you can get tickets, which is why it's so fucked up. If you're unfamiliar, if you're from the US and watching this, we had a big issue here with Oasis tickets going on sale where people were in the queue and the prices were changing. I've heard similar stories with Forbidden Door where people were trying to select tickets, and in the time that they've selected the tickets, price has gone up. It is disgusting because of increased demand. I don't know who implemented it, whether it was Ticketmaster, AEW. Apparently, the way Oasis phrased it is they were not aware of it. Ticketmaster said it's down to the people who run it. It is, no one wants to say who it is, because then people will be pissed at whoever it is. Then you've got the handling fees, which was an extra £50. I don't understand where the handling fees come from. So, yeah, the Forbidden Door thing is a bit of a mess. Dynamic pricing has really fucked over the consumer here. And yeah, I just can't believe that tickets would the demand would go up to want to increase the prices by over £100. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I get a lot of people want them, but at the same time, should I, like, I'm as equally entitled to pay the amount that I paid as someone who gets them on general sale. Like, tickets shouldn't change price after they've gone on sale, essentially is what I'm saying. Unless they are reduced down because they're not selling well enough. They should not be increased up because everyone wants them. It is disgusting. It can fuck off. I hate dynamic pricing. I hope everyone managed to get Forbidden Door tickets, all my UK fans, anyone who watches me in the UK, I hope you managed to get UK tickets. I hope you weren't dynamically priced out of it. I really hope that there is a change in the industry and someone can come along and help topple Ticketmaster and we can get someone else on top, because right now, you go to a ticket site, you're usually redirected to Ticketmaster. And that's the worst thing about it. Is there's like no escape. If you want tickets, you basically have to go through Ticketmaster. Unless it's a small independent gig or a small independent wrestling show, you usually have to go through Ticketmaster. So, yeah. Am I a hypocrite as well for buying tickets to Forbidden Door through Ticketmaster? I guess. But like I said, they weren't dynamically priced when I had them. They've gone up for other people, which fucking sucks. Which absolutely fucking sucks. And also, scalpers, you can also fuck off. So that's my rant over. That's my rant about ticket prices. Absolutely wrong. And yeah, hopefully there's a change coming in the industry. Please like this video. Please share this video if you agree with me. If you don't, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll try to reply to every single one of them. Thank you all ever so much for your support, and have a nice day.